playernow.com for details.
No matter where in the world you are, the excitement of wagering on live horse racing is just a click away. CapitalOTB.com offers live streaming, free past performances, analysis and selections from professional handicappers, and a simple, safe, and secure wagering platform. And best of all, it's surcharge-free. CapitalOTB.com, the better choice.
Summer at Saratoga, and there's no better place to watch all the racing action than right here on OTB TV. Each morning, the Handicappers Report brings you selections and analysis from our professional handicappers. Then stick around as the biggest names in racing join us live from the backstretch. The top trainers, jockeys, and racing personalities all share their unique insights and observations. For more than 20 years, there's been just one place to turn for unparalleled coverage of the Saratoga Racing Meet: Capital OTB and OTB TV.
A day at the track isn't complete without a night at the Horseshoe. Great food, hot music, and cold drinks. So why go downtown when all the action's just across from the track? The Horseshoe Inn at the corner of Nelson and Gridley.
Welcome back to Racing Across America on this Monday morning, live from the Saratoga backstretch. Happy to be joined now by Gerry Carwood, horse trainer. Good morning, Gerry.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Very good. And I know you had your first Saratoga winner just within the past couple of weeks. We'll talk a little bit about that in a minute or two, but I did want to get a little bit of your background. I understand you started things out as a jump jockey.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm from Ireland. I'm from just outside the Curragh, County Kildare. So that's pretty much how I got back into racing. Went to my first Irish Derby there, and I used to take the summers off of school and work for individual different trainers in the area. And I always wanted to be a flat jockey, but I got too big, so I started riding steeplechase races in Ireland and England, just as an amateur. And when I first came over to the States, I came over and I worked for Jonathan Shepherd. And I rode the steeplechase circuit all around Pennsylvania, Virginia, Maryland, and South Carolina. And then eventually I worked my way back into flat racing.
Did you have a racing family, or were you just attracted to the sport on your own?
No, I have nobody in my family are from racing. I have 5 sisters and 1 brother, and they all do different things. But I was the one that was led that way.
Very good. And as you say, you came over and started things out with my man, my favorite. I'm always on the Jonathan Shepherd horses. But you were teamed up with some other trainers along the way as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I rode jump races for Doug Fout and Jack Fisher and individual different people around the country. I rode up here. I was second in the AP Smithwick and the New York Turf Riders one year. And
you rode doing research, Barzaloo.
Barzula, yeah, he was a horse that Doug Fout bought from New Zealand, and he was a pretty solid horse at the time running.
So you in the jump career, you rode up here at Saratoga. Just give me a little feeling. I think I know the answer to this, but how did the jump jockeys look forward to coming to Saratoga?
Well, it was a pretty big deal for me at the time. I was riding mostly like hunt meets around the country, and then finally, again, you got to get on the right horse. And Doug was good enough to give me an opportunity to ride this horse, and he was a 50-1 long shot, and he actually jumped the last here in the AP Smithwick, and he fell down on his neck and got back up and finished second at Praise the Prince, which was a champion steeplechase at the same time. But no, it's pretty big deal to ride up here. Absolutely.
You've now shifted from jump jockey side to becoming a trainer. Give us a little bit of that transition.
Yeah, I got back into the flat racing, and I went to work for Eddie Keneally. And I was with him for 5 years. Eddie's a very good conditioner, very thorough, good operation, is a very good school to come up through. He gives you plenty of responsibility, and it's a good place to learn. And about 4 years ago, I went out on my own, and it was a funny time to go out on my own, with the economy and everything that was going on. So I trained publicly. I was stable at Gulfstream 1 year in Tampa, and basically my primary residence is out of Lexington, Kentucky, and I race like Keeneland and Churchill, and then recently this year I took a private job.
Okay, and you're working for?
I'm working for primary owner is Lynn Alexandra, and he owns Alistar Thoroughbred Company, and he's originally from Texas, and he owns Saddlebrook OTB, and he's a car man. He owns multiple Cartown Kias, all around the country. And he's a breeder, and he breeds to like top commercial stallions. He has nice mares, and he keeps it all kind of small. And we only set up this year, and we got some real good stock on the ground. We recently purchased a real nice horse in France by Awesome Again out of Teammate, which is 2 for 2 over there. So we're looking forward to him. And this is an operation that's really going to probably come to life next year.
You purchased a horse in France. What was the impetus to go over there and search?
We were looking for that type of horse, you know, a horse that could run on the grass. And the horse, he had a good dirt pedigree as well, being out at the Teammate by Awesome Again. And we were told about the horse that was running there. And we decided we were going to buy him. And he's here now. We turned him out for a while. Sometimes when we bring horses over from Europe, we might run him, or we'll just turn him out for a while, let him acclimate for a bit. And so we're pretty excited about see what he can do.
Yeah, very good. All right. Well, you did win, as I say, within the past couple of weeks. August 21st, we're going to watch the 6th race from August 21st. It was a maiden claiming event. A horse you and your main owner had claimed for $40,000 down at Belmont at the beginning of July.
Actually, we purchased her privately.
Oh, after the claim?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that is interesting.
We purchased her privately. I was looking for an extra horse to come up here. And I called the connections of the horse, and they were happy to sell. So I purchased her privately, and that was the spot I had kind of picked out her. You know, what we claimed her for, and the purse structure up here as well. You know, if you can win that race, you know, it's you can pretty much get out. You know.
Well, we just saw the stretch run. She won pretty easily there. So you had this race in mind with the private purchase?
Not the exact kind of race. It was the race that was available, but I always wanted to run her back on the turf, going 5.5, because she was pretty quick filly. She pretty quick filly, and she ran really good here, and I don't think she'll have any problem knocking out her 2 Lifetime or whatever she runs for next time.
Yeah, she was claimed out of that race, correct?
Yes, she was.
So
yeah.
you did a good job with the private purchase. Picked up a purse, got claimed out of that one with diamonds, and that was your first Saratoga win. How big was that?
Well, I'm glad to get it out of the way, so I can relax a bit, you know. And it was pretty nice to win up here. You know, I've always focused on coming back here someday to win a race here, and I'm going to enter 2 today, and hopefully we can have another win before the meet. Sober.
So if you're entering today, they'll come back when?
We entered today for Thursday.
Thursday,
yeah.
Okay. So we'll look for a
so
couple
I entered Sailors Creek for a 2 Lifetime, going 5.5 on the turf today, and I got a nice Malibu Moon filly to run the maiden special weight here Thursday, hopefully. And we'll take it from there. They were running out of time here at the meet to try and get all these horses back into run.
All right, so we'll root for you with those 2.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, doing the research, found out you used to play. Were you playing an instrument, or were you singing with down at the Parting Glass regularly?
Oh, I haven't played in a while, but I actually do both. I've reinvented myself a few times, and as I said, I came from a big family and we were all pushed to play music as we grew up. But I kept going with it, and I said, well, maybe I can make some money doing this, you know. So I actually. I had a one-man band for about 5 years, just myself, doing Irish folk music and whatever. I play a guitar, harmonica, sing, and I tried to do both. When I started being an assistant, I tried to do both, and I couldn't handle it. It was the late nights and the early mornings.
Right. Probably those 2 professions.
It doesn't. But about 5 years ago, I used to do the Parting Glass every Sunday, and I just remember the next day all the trainers complaining